Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the female solution.
Welcome everybody. I am so excited to have you here today. This is Cicely McLennan from New African Image Makers, and you are joining me today on From Seed to Systems. This is where we talk about growth and transformation, and that can come in many forms. So today I have a very special guest joining me, and I am looking forward to bringing him on. Just a bit of an intro. This is Yeboah. He's a young man who has had an opportunity to live in Ghana as well as in the U.S., and he travels quite a bit for a young person, and he has some very interesting perspectives and insights about culture and other observations that I'm just really feeling happy to have him on today. And it just so happens to be my youngest child, but he came through me, and you know, he's his own young man, and so I'm super happy to hear from any youth at any time, because I do think that it's important for us to listen to them. It's important for us to be connected with them. It's important for us to know what they're feeling, what their perspectives are, because to be honest, they're the ones that are leading us into the future. And I have been encouraging him as well as his peers for the longest to come and make their voices heard throughout the media. It's just we're so used to hearing about young Black men. We're used to hearing about young African men, and the world has a lot to say about them from some very, I would say, stereotypical perspectives. But today we have none other than Yeboah, aka Papa Yao, who's joining us live from Chicago. Welcome, Papa Yao. Thank you for joining, Mommy.
Hello.
Yes. So let's go ahead and dig in. We're going to get started with talking about whatever we want to talk about today. We had a short discussion about our topics. He said I can't bring up anything political, but on to his, what you say, your history and your heritage. I offered him a bribe. Mm-hmm. So we'll see if it takes. Okay, so Papa Yao, let's start with a couple of pictures. Let's start with a couple of pictures. So, okay. I want you to talk about, just a basic experience or whatever you want to share in terms of traveling within the U.S., back and forth, and that type of thing. Because you've done a little bit of traveling. So, just what are some of your observations? Are you afraid, or is it scary, or just give us some idea?
No, not really.
Is it easy?
Definitely not easy.
What are some of the challenges that, like, the last time you traveled from Ghana to U.S., what is one of the interesting challenges that you had?
Probably the layover.
The layover?
Mm-hmm.
But what about the whole situation being from the U.S. with the U.S. passport in Ghana? What are the challenges that you ran into with that?
Not much.
With the immigration?
I can think of.
With the immigration people? You don't remember that situation?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's not a challenge.
That's just a life. But explain it to the people, because most people don't have that interesting piece of being born in the U.S. but still being Ghanaian. And so how does that look when you travel? The immigration, they question you.
Yeah.
And how, talk to us, man. How does that feel? Because you shared some interesting pieces about it with me. So I like to, share that with the audience.
I don't really have much to say about it.
Well, for one, we talk about this all the time. It should be easier for African people to travel in and out around the continent, right?
Yeah, it is.
It is what?
It's easier.
It's easier?
Yeah. To travel from an African country to another. But to travel from like Africa to America to a country like Ghana, it's a bit more difficult.
Yeah. And so I guess that's one of the things that I wanted to bring up, that it should be easier, So I don't know what we got to do. We relying on the future to get it straight from us. I know Wody Meyer complains about it a lot, and other people that I have met and spoken with about. I've even heard people say that it's easier to travel from Ghana to Europe than it is to travel from Ghana to the Ivory Coast. Yeah. So, you're going to have to give me more than just the and the You're going to have to lay it on me today. Okay, let's see what else we got as far as the pictures are concerned. Can you give us an idea of what's going on here in this picture, and where are you and what's going on here?
Right here, I think I'm helping make soil and also looking at different types of plants at Pembroke.
And what is Pembroke?
Pembroke is like almost a farming, like a town that has a lot of farmers in it, a lot of Black farmers.
Right. And can you speak a little bit about your familiarity, the farm you're on specifically here?
The farm right here is Black Oaks, which is like an associate of my elementary school.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So shout out to Betty Shabazz. We were part of the process of creating that partnership for as long as it lasted with Shabazz and Black Oak Center. And, the fruits have bared, but we love to see more fruits from arrangements like those markets. What other experiences do you have down in Pembroke that you like to talk about? Like, what's some of your favorite activities down there?
Probably going to Mama Pam's farm.
Basu Naturals, yeah. Basu Naturals is a very interesting place. What's so cool about Mama Pam's farm?
Just open.
Open?
Mm-hmm.
What about the products? The preserves and all the good stuff? Yeah. So over the years, we've had occasion to have a lot of, positive contact with some of the farmers in Pembroke. And what about your experience in Ghana in terms of, just the food culture? I'd like to hear some interesting things about that.
I don't know. I don't know what you mean.
Okay, so what's like a typical day? What would you be eating in Ghana?
Probably mainly rice.
A lot of rice.
Rice and stew.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe yam.
Yeah, yam is that's one of my favorites. Yeah.
Yam. In the morning, maybe porridge.
Porridge
or something like Milo.
What's the porridge made out of? Because I never did get into the porridge, but I know you guys eat it. Yeah.
It's different types, but
like
the one
what?
they usually sell, I don't know what it's made out of.
Oh, okay. Don't you make porridge in the house?
That's a different type.
Yeah, but what type is that?
Oh, that's made from like a starch,
Like Tom Brown. Give us an example of the Tom Brown?
I don't know,
porridge.
like Tom Brown. I don't know what that's made of, but I do know that the one that we usually do make at home is made from like a type of starch from like cassava or potato.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then what do you do with it? Do you add sugar or how do you eat it?
You add sugar and you can add milk, evaporated milk if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a chance to visit a farm in Ghana?
No.
But you have seen things growing all over the place.
Yeah.
True. So in Ghana, we have plantain and papaya growing in our yard. So we don't always have to visit a farm, even in the city, to get fresh food because it's basically growing all around,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's go to another picture. I like to add this one to the mix. I want you to talk a little bit about, not necessarily, this is a image of Papaya with his brother, but both of them had a chance to study in Ghana. And so I'm very curious to hear, some of your, interested observations about going to school there. Please, the one that just made you smile, we want to hear about it.
Going to school there, it's not a lot different, but it's different a bit. Like,
Writing.
What about writing?
Come on. I don't want to say it. I want you to say it. Okay, let me ask you this. Did you know how to write before you went to school in Ghana?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
And you gonna stand on that?
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you like this. How did your writing change when you went to school in Ghana?
It got better.
It got better. But you got to talk about why. What are some of the ways that they enforce, good penmanship and writing in your classrooms in Ghana?
They don't really.
You wrote a lot more while you were in school there than you do here.
Yeah, I write. I wouldn't say that.
Really?
Maybe
what would
more
you
in
say?
Elementary school.
Okay.
But in high school in America, the writing, you end up writing a lot more.
Okay.
In high school in America.
But do you feel well prepared for high school here, having gone to elementary in Ghana?
Yeah.
Over prepared or under prepared or just right?
Just right.
Okay. So give us an idea about the school structure in Ghana and, just some of the interesting observations that you've made.
So they cut off like middle school at 6th grade, and then they go to junior high school.
Right.
And then they have 3 years of that, and then they have senior high school, secondary school, and they have 3 years of that.
Right.
And in senior high school, they usually board. They do boarding school, usually.
Mm-hmm. Have you had a chance to visit one of the boarding schools?
One of them, yeah.
How was that?
It was okay.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Different from high school here?
Yeah, definitely.
But give us about 3 things that you saw that are just really different.
The compound was larger because it's a boarding school. It was in like a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And the school was also much more open because it's warmer there.
Mm-hmm. So you're not exactly always in a building there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about some of the places that you had to see, that you got a chance to see when you were in Ghana? Just give us some insight about, some of the different topography and the different types of environments that are there.
What do you mean by it?
Okay, you've been to Ada, that's the Volta region.
Yeah.
Did you see anything of interest when you were there? How was it?
The river is nice.
Quick, we are on live. You're coming on next week because you seem to have a reason to interrupt me every week. So
Sorry.
you might as well come on too.
I was asking.
Yes, don't. We're talking about the river.
Yeah. It's nice.
I what? Just say it.
I don't have much to say.
Okay, what about how that compares with the mountainous region you just said you visited?
Yeah, the mountain has a lot of forest on it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of greenery.
A lot of greenery.
Yeah.
So how did you find the environment? Let's say versus the city.
It's more humid.
More humid.
And also, I don't have.
It's one of the main things that sticks out to me when I think about the difference between going into the mountains and Accra. It's cleaner. That should be an obvious one. Okay. What about the air quality? Okay. That's a very interesting piece. So it's a stark difference, I think, in my experience between living in Accra and then when you get a chance to step into the other parts of Ghana, it's like a whole different scene.
Yeah.
That's the type of insights I'm looking for from you, my brother. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the interesting thing I want to ask you about is I had a picture of you I wanted to put up here with some dogs. I wanted you to talk a little bit about your experience just working with dogs and the breeding thing and all of that. I don't have the picture. I lost it. I lost the picture. But you can just talk generally about it. You know enough about it. Just talk a little bit about your experience with the dogs.
I don't have much to say.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You breed dogs and you don't want to talk about it? That's a very interesting. How did you get into it? Let's say it like that. How did you get into working with dogs?
I don't know.
You just fell into it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I tell you what, we're gonna go to a break. And then when we come back, I'll pull up the picture of you and we see if we can talk a little bit more about Chapo and Queen Pen and some of your other animals that you had a chance to work with while you were in Ghana. Yeah. Okay.
We are global transformers, changing the world from the way it is to the way it should be. We are one. Wherever we live on this earth, we are one human family. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to extend a greeting to all the members of our family, whenever and wherever you may be listening around the world. To our family in China, Ni Hao. In India, Namaste. In Japan, Konnichiwa. In Korea, Annyeonghaseyo. In Russia, Здравствуйте. In Germany, Guten Tag. In Poland, Dzień dobry. In France, Bonjour. In Spain, Hola. In Italy, Ciao. In Egypt, Ahlan wa sahlan. In Ghana, Akwaba. In Nigeria, Peleo. In South Africa, Sawubona. In Senegal, Nangadef. In Kenya, Jambo. In Israel, Shalom. In Pakistan, Afghanistan, Palestine, and Saudi Arabia, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, and may peace be upon you all. Join us live on the on-air radio network called 731-5192. We want to talk to you.
Have some comments that I'd like to get into before we start talking about what's up, Baba Casabez on the line. Oh, I would like you to talk about your class that you took, the docent training with Baba Casabez a little bit. Can you give us a little bit of that while Baba Casabez is here?
It was fun. I did it last year in the summertime at the Dusable Museum of Black History and Arts. It was fun.
A lot of interesting field trips.
Yeah.
Interesting young folks. Anything in particular that you learned about African American history or Black history that stood out that you remember from last year?
I learned about Equiano.
Equiano.
He lived in modern day Nigeria, running the Benin Kingdom, and he got captured and sold into slavery. But then he bought himself out of it, I think, and he wrote a book about it.
Wow. Yeah, that was an amazing opportunity with Baba Casabez Makma, who is in Burkina Faso right now. Oh. But can we talk a little bit about that? And with Dr. Delaney over at the Dusable Museum of African American History. So that was a training. Can you explain to us what exactly is a docent?
It's like a guide in a museum, the person that explains things to you in the museum.
Okay. So you direct the tours and take people around. So you know a lot about a lot of stuff to be a docent, basically.
A bit.
Or just a little bit about a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Thanks, Baba. We really enjoyed that program. And just in case anybody has any interesting internships available for a young teen that are along those lines, we love to do more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really, really interesting. Hey, Nas. Say what's up to Nas in Minnesota.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us, Nas. Yes, that's our little cuz in Minnesota. We just love you guys. And also, so let's just get back a little bit into the dogs, because this is one thing that I don't know if you know, but I was really proud of how you guys transferred those skills of working with the animals, and then you were able to do some stuff over here. And he's also available for the dog thing too in the Chicago area. I'm just telling you, he cold with it. So just give us a little background. Your first dog.
My first dog was named Latifa.
Mm-hmm.
It was a local dog mixed with a Boer bull.
Right. Yeah. And she gave us Chapo. Yeah. So what about, do you have any particular interest in, besides just being around dogs, or what about like veterinary, or do you have any particular interest in that, or what are some of the things you would like to see improved in terms of how people work with animals?
In Ghana?
Yeah, in Ghana, Chicago, whatever.
I feel like it should be more vets, and they should be more accessible in Ghana, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there should be like more people you could get help with your dogs.
Yeah, because we ran into some real trial and error with our dogs over the years. What about the experience with those big scary dogs you guys were handling here in Chicago?
They weren't scary.
Oh, you see, it's that attitude right there.
It's a bit hyper.
Yeah, just a bit. Yeah, because dogs need
attention.
Right.
Yeah.
They gotta go out. They gotta be ran around. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and
they need exercise.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so do you have any other interesting insights about animals? Because don't people ask you that all the time when they find out you from Ghana? Do they say, did you see the lions? Or did you see any lions or giraffes?
People like to eat all types of animals there.
Oh, yeah. Next time yeah.
Everything.
Like
Monitor
what?
Lizard, rabbit, cane rats.
Ooh. Have you tasted the cane rat?
No.
Did you taste the monitor lizard?
I think.
What are some of the interesting things that you ate like over there?
Rabbit. I had sea snake also. And I had veal.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What about python? You remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
Oh my goodness, that python was fat. Don't tell nobody we ate it. But that is interesting. One day when I get all my pictures in one place, I want us to put that video up of those 7 grown men chasing that monitor lizard. And then when they caught it, they were so happy. That was so funny. Oh, look, we got a comment from Mama Cindy. She said, you did a great job with my dogs. Highly recommend you and your brother. That's what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about your good skills and stuff. They don't know how you know what I mean? You flex, okay? All right, now, I want to talk about something a little bit more deeper with school, right? Yeah, I want to know about the subject matters, the interesting things that you're doing in school right now, cultural observations, classroom management, everything, because it's completely different here than it is in Ghana, is it not?
Not completely different.
Really? So
it is different.
Yes, it's a difference when you act out in your classroom in Ghana. What happened to you?
You get caned.
Okay, you act out in your classroom here. What happens?
Probably sent to the principal's office.
To do what?
Suspended, detention. I don't know.
It ain't gonna be no cane though.
Yeah.
So give us a contrast. Tell us what's the difference. Which one do you think has the more disciplined students, here or there?
Ghana.
Okay, hands down. Do you think it's because of the cane? That's the $1 million question.
No.
Okay, so what's the other classroom management that they use that they don't do here?
They want you to come to school earlier. They want you to turn your homework in on time, all the time.
So the expectations are just a little bit higher in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
Because I noticed, and I have observed this before, that even the way you guys dress for school, I should have did more pictures because I would show them how you wear your uniform there. Yeah. Belt, everything tight, buttoned up, clean. Your socks got to be white. How do they enforce that, the uniforms in Ghana though?
I mean, they want you to wear the uniform.
So when you come to school, what happens? In Ghana, when you show up to school, what's the first thing that they do?
Your uniform. They inspect your uniform.
They inspect your uniform.
Yeah.
And what happens if your uniform is not correct?
Mm-hmm.
How do they enforce it to make sure that everybody is dressed appropriately the way they want them to be?
I don't know much.
You just always came correct.
Most of the time.
And what happened when you didn't come correct?
Maybe scolded.
Mm-hmm. Did that put pressure on you to come home and get everything together the way it was supposed to be?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So now what I see about that is a difference in expectation, and also in even enforcement of the expectation. Because, a lot of parents do ask me about that. Did you let your sons go to a school where they came? And I'm like, yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and a lot of people, of course, in America, they think that that's wrong and it's almost outlawed. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. So, I just think that's really, really interesting observation. What about the homework part? How do How do they enforce that? So you get to school, they inspect you to make sure you look right.
Yeah.
Then what happens next?
If you don't turn in your homework, you get caned.
Ooh, nasty work. I know you weren't getting caned for not turning in your homework.
No.
I don't play that. No, it's not me. It's him who don't play that. So, and I just appreciate that about you. The fact that you stay on point with your stuff as best you can without me having to just be like, did you do your homework, son? Never really had to do that with you. So I appreciate that. Now that you're here and you're with, can I say your school? I want to say it, but I don't want to put too much public information about you. Let's just say it's a private school here in Chicago. Mm-hmm. Give us an idea of some of the things that you are studying now.
Last semester I did biochemistry, trigonometry, English, African history, nationhood development and maintenance. I did, what do you call this? African literature. And then we did business class also. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you find the variety of subject matters and the quality of what you are getting into in school as of right now? And how does that compare with the docent training program you did at DuSable?
I learned a few things that I learned at the DuSable Museum.
Oh, they reinforced a few things.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. So that's good to know that as educators, we are kind of on some type of wavelength to see certain lessons reinforced. Can you give us an example of one thing that came up twice?
Equiano.
Oh, yeah. I didn't learn about Equiano until I was in college. Oh. So just to give you some perspective. Yeah. So what else?
Not much else.
Okay.
That's one thing.
Okay. And then the other thing I want to know about school is, the language piece.
Yeah.
So in Ghana, you had to learn formal. Can you talk about the languages you had to study while you were there?
We had to do French and Chi, but French not so much. Mm-hmm. Not a lot.
In the other language?
Chi, yeah, everybody speaks it, so of course they're gonna have you doing Tree language.
And you
language classes.
Right. So in the Tree language class, you learn how to write it and read it, and speak it.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little flavor, like a greeting in Tree, something like that?
I don't have a lot.
Just greet.
That's the same.
Hey, I want some.
I don't know.
Why you trying to front on me, man? Your language skills. Okay, so where are we going with the language piece, son? That's what I want to know. The Spanish, the French. What are we doing?
They don't teach a lot of French. They don't teach it to like the same extent they teach English or.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about here with the language?
Not a lot. Learn English, and that's it.
That's it.
Well, I mean, in some schools, or most public high schools, it's compulsory. You take a language class like French or Spanish.
Mm-hmm. So which one are you interested in?
Probably Spanish.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get there. That's all I can say about that. Mm-hmm. So we kind of passed our time for another break, but maybe we'll save it towards the end. I want to talk about a little bit of another topic. Oh, somebody wrote a question. If you don't mind, I would like to give it to you. They said they read a post where President Trump just signed an order allowing corporal punishment, hitting in schools again. What do you think about that?
I don't have a lot to say.
What do you think
I don't
about
really
it?
like being hit in school.
Right. So what do you think about him saying that it's okay for people to do it? Do you think it's a good idea?
No.
Why? You just said it kept things in line and
But
Ghana.
there's better ways to keep things in line.
Okay, give us one or two of those ways from your perspective.
To enforce good behavior, to not be lenient, but to, I don't know how to say it.
So you want to take away the chain, but you don't have nothing better to replace it with. That's what I don't understand about the whole thing.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I never liked it even. And when I was a kid, it was legal. That was a long time ago, and I hated it even then. So I got another question. Hey, Janae, I got a question from Janae asking, is Ghana welcoming to LGBT parents? What would you have to add about that?
I say it's the same thing with America, where the younger people will be more lenient to it most of the time, but the older people not so much. Yeah.
But do you think it's something that a person could manage there, in your observation?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Even from all your sisters and her friends and all the different ones, you don't think they can manage? Just tell us what you see, what you've seen with the whole thing. Because I personally, to be honest with you, I feel like it's not exactly culturally promoted, but people are not exactly chasing you around, monitoring you, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I see it. Would you any
I
other?
see it the same.
Yeah, that's kind of that's our observation on that. I need a time check because I want to know. I'm really concerned about the fact that I think I overshot my break, and so I want to know the time that I will actually do it, so we can lead up to it and then go take it from there.
Hi, I'm Naima Latif, and if you're watching this, that means you're one of the 4.6 billion people from around the world who are using an electronic device to talk to people. In these times, people are using the internet to talk to everybody. Friends, neighbors, family members, co-workers. People are on their cell phones and computers all day long. Now, if you're in business, that is great news. That means you can sell your products and services all day long and never have to leave your home. All you need is a media connection, somebody to connect you to an audience. And that's why I'm talking to you today. We produce programs, and our audience members are people who shop. They buy clothes, food, beauty supplies, cleaning supplies, home repair, transportation services, childcare services. Whatever you're selling, they need to buy it. We're your media connection. Just follow this link, and tomorrow you can sit back and relax at home while your business is making you money.
Hi, I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're three Black moms.
And in case you didn't notice the resemblance, we're also three sisters.
We're going to be coming to you every week, sharing our successes and our mistakes as we navigate our lives as moms, wives, sisters, daughters, and of course, Black women in today's world.
We'll talk about it all: race, politics, religion, economics, culture, and we'll take a look at everything from whether or not to use corporal punishment to how do you teach your children about sex.
Look for our upcoming book, Growing Up Charles. It's a personal story about our lives growing up in Maple Park on Chicago's South Side. I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're three Black moms. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Three Black Moms.
Okay, we are back. And this time, let's leave with this nice photograph. What was going on in this photograph? The look on your face is hilarious. You look like you wanted to tell some jokes right then and there. I can only imagine. So
that
what
was us meeting with Dr. Umar.
Where?
He had in Gary, Indiana. Because he had an event. He was speaking.
Okay. And anything of note in that particular speech that you remember? Go hit us with it.
He said ADHD is ain't no daddy at home.
My favorite part, and I know this is
or he didn't say all ADHD, he said most of the time.
Okay, yeah, that was Dr. Umar really could be a stand-up comedian, I think, if he really just wanted to slide over into that. My favorite part of that talk was when he said that raise your hands if you have a child in the special ed or with an IEP, and no one in the entire audience raised their hand, did they? And then what did he say?
All of the kids in the school have IEPs.
No, he said, you lie. And I couldn't help it. I was like, oh God, this man is so hilarious. But in general, though, you know, I know the young people have a lot of jokes and memes going about Dr. Umar. But have you got any particular interest in insight from him, though, that you, like, how do you view it? Like going to see him speak and hearing what everybody else say. Now, what do you think about his presentation and the quality of it and what he has to offer? I'm just interested to see how.
I think he's right about some of the things about the children in the IEPs, in the disorders. Yeah.
So it's something to dig into. You can't just stick with the memes sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Although they are funny. But still, you know, it's something up under there that we have to deal with. I know also that you guys have a very interesting setup at your school, you know, meaning that it's a small, you know, population. So, I mean, listening to Dr. Umar and then experiencing school, can you just give me an idea of, do you see anything coming out that's of note or interest? Does it prove his point? When you see the dads and the moms all involved, do you see the type of student that they have? Does it make a difference? Or like, what's your observation on that?
I haven't seen a lot of parents in my school.
So in general, do you think parents are just kind of uninvolved with the whole school thing?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Not in my school. I haven't seen a lot of parents.
Well, now how does that compare in Ghana?
Parents there are also a bit uninvolved, but the teachers are also very involved. Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of have a couple of teachers that I remember from you being in school there that really, they really supported us as parents and you as a student. Yeah, that's a huge factor. That's a huge factor. I think sometimes I don't like to compare, you know, the schools here and the schools there because I don't want to offend my educated friends, but I think there's some things we can learn from Ghana in terms of how they, maybe not the cane, okay, I'll give you that, maybe, but there are some, I don't know, I think every student is different. I think some students, I'm not gonna say they like the cane, but hey Harold, This we haven't had a chance to meet Baba Hero, but he just hopped online too to join us. And so the other thing, what was the other thing we wanted to talk about, Juice, at the end? Oh, come on, just give us a little bit. Let's start. I'm not going to press you on a political piece, but I want to hear a vision of the future of Africa from you. That's very important. It's important to me. It's important to my audience. And I want you to dig deep because I know you have it. We talk about some things a lot.
Yeah.
Where are we going with this? Where do you want to see it go? And then if we get a little bit, down with it, we talk about how you're contributing to that vision. So where do you see, where are we going with this thing?
What?
With Africa and our development moving forward. Where are we at? Where are we going?
We're going forward with some of the regions. And also some of the regions have corrupt politicians. So like in the Sahel right now, specifically in Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. I think also Chad is big. Yeah.
What about them specifically though?
Burkina Faso just got a what do you call it? A new president a few years ago from a coup. Ibrahim Traore. And now he's like switching from the French because they were having a problem with insurgents, with extremists, and the French were trying to help, but they weren't really helping. They were basically only making the problem worse.
And so
he started working with different other countries in France and trying to like kick out France. I also think Mali they have no official language now, or they made all of the native languages official.
Nice. Well, I think that's nice. What do you think?
I think it could be a bit confusing with the government.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because not everybody is going to speak like 30 different languages.
True. That's true.
Yeah.
So with that being said, how does Africa move forward if we always tie ourselves to the colonizers' language? That's $1 million question, more than $1 million question. But I definitely think this is some of the things that the young people, in addition to your reels, your shorts, and the other things that you are doing, is something we should be thinking about. How does this look going forward? Because Okay, so do you think it's better or worse that they eliminated the French language?
For now, I don't think it's much better. But I feel like it could get better.
Yeah. Okay. And then as far as, what's your end of the deal? Like now, you can do according to your talent and your interests, but how does your talents and interests plug into the future development of us wherever, how do you fit in?
I don't know.
Do you see yourself fitting in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what's your interest in? Is it like science or technology or, the animal piece or farming? You've been involved in so many different things. Like what's your favorite thing to be involved with right now?
I don't really know.
Really?
Yeah.
What about food?
Maybe
God knows you love that.
Bit.
You're feeling the ag piece. Yeah, so as a family, this is something you can see that it's not just me with the food piece. We are all, I think, thinking about how important agriculture is, how important food is, and all of us have an interest in ag development. I think this is really that in and of itself is a lot of social proof for me, because I've been a huge advocate for us being more responsible for our food, and to have you express an interest in anything surrounding that is proof that I might not be doing everything right, but I'm doing something right. Okay, so let's talk about our vision though, then, with the mangoes and the cocoa and stuff, the farming, our vision, yeah. So some of the interests that we have in farming and what we're actively pursuing right now is growing in Ghana, right? So
Yeah.
you want to talk a little bit about that?
I don't have much to say about it.
Come on out with it. Do you think it's important?
Yeah, of course it's important.
Okay, right. But why though? Why? What experiences did we have in Ghana that made you double down on the interest in ag development and growing food?
Well, you had that, like you were working with dark farmers
Mm-hmm.
in Ghana, and you were also working with other farms.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was interesting.
Yeah. Did you kind of understand a little bit about what we were doing and why?
Not a lot. Why?
Oh, okay. It's just interesting.
Yeah.
What about you? Did some training, some ag training when you were in Ghana?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of training was that?
It was mostly like fish farms.
Fish.
Learning how to like make a sustainable fish farm at home.
Mm-hmm.
How to make your own food. How to feed the fish.
Mm-hmm.
How to like keep the cost low.
Mm-hmm.
For the fish.
Yeah. So yeah, we're looking forward to actually being able to apply some of that good old knowledge. Yeah. And then what about your college plans?
I don't know a lot.
You don't have any idea what direction you're going in?
No.
Really? And you feel comfortable with that?
No.
Well, I'm definitely not going to make a suggestion, because if I say it, I don't think you're going to like it. But I just have my eye on you. Just keep that in mind. And, I kind of have an idea of what you like, but I don't want to push on anything, because I want you to, come out with your own way. Yeah. Before we close, I know you like to talk a little bit about your older brother and sister and the influence that they have on you. Positive, negative, what to do, what not to do. Or just some encouraging word about it.
I don't understand what you mean.
Well, son, you do have older siblings, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you represent the, we all, what I'm saying, are around you. So you get something from that. But do you ever notice it?
Not really.
It's just kind of part of we like wallpaper in the room. We just there. Yeah, but that's something you should think about. Yeah, because I can tell they do have a positive influence on you. You know how I can tell?
No.
Food, right?
Yeah.
Animals.
Yeah.
Those are some huge interests of your siblings, and they happen to be huge interests of yours too. They also travel a lot, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So.
I know he's in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not Denver. She's in Colorado.
Right.
Yeah.
And where'd you guys just come back from?
We just came back from California to visit my grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And how was?
It was fun.
What part of California?
Southern California.
Mm-hmm.
Around the suburbs in LA and around it.
Okay. So what's up with Grandpa then?
He's doing good. I think he should be getting home soon.
Yeah.
Because he was in a hospital.
Yeah.
They had to do like a colonoscopy and blood test.
Thank you for sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but as he says, not bad for an old soldier. So yeah. I think it's a tremendous opportunity to be able to move around and visit. And we recently had some visitors from out of town too here.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Family from California.
Mm-hmm. So
that was fun.
Yeah. So we're getting a chance to rub elbows with our people, both here and in Ghana. You still stay in touch with your family in Ghana?
Yeah.
How are they doing?
They're doing all right. I haven't talked to them in a bit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I appreciate you joining me. It's our first time. This is my first time getting one of my sons to join me on camera. So I appreciate your bravery and your courage and, your decision to stick with it and go through this process with Mom. And I hope you guys appreciated getting a little bit of an insight. One more thing before we close, because I talk about this all the time. We had this word, the YN, and I'm offended by that word because who is that supposed to refer to? Do you think it describes you?
No.
Right. So everybody else has a lot to say about people your age, people who look like you, but this was a chance for us to hear from you directly and what you have to say about yourself, your experience, and what you're dealing with, But how does that make you feel when you see those references thrown around and you hear people saying that?
I feel like sometimes it could be funny, and then sometimes it could just be a bit exaggerative.
Yeah. So a lot of that is focused on real specific stereotypes.
Yeah.
And the stereotypes, do you feel like they reflect you?
No.
Yeah. Not at all. So I think that explains the importance of why it was so cool to have you come on and speak for yourself today. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys for joining us. Thank you to everybody who chimed in on From Seeds to Systems. So this is another seed that's growing. We pray and we're pushing for it to grow into systems that really have impact on our future. And thank you, Heru, aka Papayao, for joining us today. And we look forward to seeing you guys next week. We're going to have Sister Dolores from the Child Survivor Network in Ghana joining us. Some very important and encouraging work that she's done. And we are out.
We've come to the end of our show today. If you missed any broadcasts, go to our website for the audio and video archives at www.thefemalesolution.com. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to thank all of you who participated in today's discussions. And to our global family joining us from all around the world, we say thank you. To our family in China, xie xie. India, dhanyavad. Japan, arigato. Korea, kamsamnida. Russia, spasiba. Germany, danke. Poland, dziękuję. France, merci. Spain, gracias. Italy, grazie. Egypt, shukran. Ghana, madasi. Nigeria, eshe. South Africa, Ngiyabonga. Senegal, Jareth. Kenya, Asante. Israel, Toda. Pakistan, Shukriya. Afghanistan, Tashakur. Saudi Arabia and Palestine, Shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you, and may peace be upon you and the mercy of God and God's blessing.